Okay, so I am still sick. Turns out I tested COVID positive, and I'm super pissed because I've never been positive before. But, I mean, it's just so weird how I have it, and I just go straight to work, straight home, so I must have gotten it from a coworker. Regardless, though, nothing I could do about it, and I've been in and out, so that's why I wasn't able to even trade yesterday. Then again, it's kind of my fault for waking up late. Okay, let me see. SIDU pushing up here. We're gonna go ahead and start taking a little larger of a share size. I don't really know if I want to take a large share size right now because nothing is moving. Like everything's pretty bad. ATXG. This is another one that header scans, but I didn't look at this one at all, which is probably the one I should have looked at. Sold off a little bit pre-market here. This one looks like it's gonna get halted here. 10-cent spread though. So hit its halt level. Let's see if it gets halted. Not quite. Alright, there we go. So hit its halt level, now it's coming all the way back down to VWAP. Let's go to VERU. This is the one I was actually watching. VERU now above its VWAP here. Shift of momentum's this pink line, so 27, just about 30. See if we can have a micro pullback towards VWAP here. I'll take a starter. We'll try selling half actually. So bought the dip right there. 1604, bought it at 16. A little too early, I guess. If not, just completely wrong move. So right now it's looking like a flush on me. Stopping out there 97. Took a small loss on that. That was a lucky loss there. A false break, I guess. Alright, we'll take another starter here, most likely. See if I can get a micro pullback again once more. Taking it at 1610 here, right at VWAP. See if this next 1 minute can push. We can see some green. I'll go ahead and add into it. Adding right there, 1616. And another false break on me. So 1616, my average is pretty high. I'm selling there for a loss. So 2 back-to-back losses there. And that was a pretty big loss too. My average was about 13. That was about a 20-something cent loss there. So 2 false breaks right off the get-go. So broke its high. I don't know if it's worth a stab again at this point. 5-minute highs right there about a break. It's just not wanting to do it. So we could try it one more time for a scalp, but so broke its high there by a little bit. Now it's starting to break out, but it's not holding any. So VERU's getting really tricky here. That was my fault for adding into that position. Once I saw all that green come through on the tape, I decided to add, and then no, that was not the move. That was a big $200 something loss there for sure. So now I need to chill with this stock. Small loss to major loss there. Definitely down about 300 now. So let's check on the other stocks while we wait. SADU, BIAF. BIAF does not look so bad here for a pop back above VWAP. I'll wait on it. Bibby. ATXG. TLF. BIAF. So BIAF did pop above VWAP here. Let's see if I can take a starter on it for its next 5 minute. Or no, it's not. Its next 5 minutes not gonna happen. Whoa. Because of the spreads, I'll take a small starter. We'll take a 500 share starter. So I was right about this thing taking off, but I thought I was gonna do it on the next 1 minute. I was waiting for the same setup. I don't even know where I can get in. Getting in here at 53, looking for the pop again, back above into the halt level. See if this gets halted, or if the halt level moves, it's gonna be great. Halt level moved, that's good. Up to 90 now, let's see if we can write that. See, back to 70, can we get that? No, it's turning red on me now. Nah. Whew. Okay, so I gotta learn when to take profit. That was an obvious time to take profit. Now I'm just holding a loser. Now I'm just getting emotional, waiting for it to. I wanted a bigger winner there. I actually thought I could go to the halt level again, but nah, joke's on me now. So I'm in at 52 here. I'm not so red. Well, now down to 40 here. Now I'm really red. Big seller there. I want to press the sell button so bad, but I feel like it's gonna pop here. I'm gonna get rid of it at 34. Screw it. That's it for me. It's a wrap for me today. Just stopping out there, I guess. So, see, it's always that. I'm always coming back to another 25-cent loss, basically. It's always that same thing with me. Like, I'm doing good, I'm on a good streak, everything's looking solid, and then I'm having such a hard problem letting go, like cutting my loss quick. So today I'm definitely down over 500. There's no doubt about that. It's just I'm having such a hard time letting go of my losers. I was up pretty big right there. I could have made back everything. It went to 775 or something like that. What did it go up to? 78. I felt like it could push a little higher, especially with that halt level moving up. I was like, oh, I could definitely do it. So I gave it a little more time. And I just came down to the 50s. And I was like, oh, shoot. It's kind of a wrap for me. So I should be done here, but still want to keep trading just for more practice. Why not? So we'll see what I can do. I'm staying home all day today, so I still have nothing but time. Just unfortunate that rejected the way it did. Well, like I said, I should have taken profit when I could have. That's my fault. I was up way past my target and I didn't take anything. What a nasty rejection. False halt and just straight into a halt, so it's not holding. VERU is just choppy. This one's not holding either. ATXG. This one's done. SADU. It's also done. BIAF. Let's check on the SPY. What's the SPY doing? SPY is up today. SADU. What about the stocks from yesterday? ISEE. Rejection. SHPH. Same story. Everything's failing today, so nothing's really holding. Don't really have a choice than to wait. There's no stocks easy to borrow. BIAF. CDU's not easy to borrow. QNRX. ATXG. Yeah, so nothing's easy to borrow. Kind of annoying. I guess ATXG was halted down, so let's see what this wants to do. Everything looks trash now. Nothing looks good at all. So, man, what a tough day. I actually really thought that BIAF could take off there. Yo, you know what? I didn't even see that on the 10-minute here. I didn't even see that. So that's a problem. I'm looking too small here on the 1 minute. But clearly, I mean, I drew all my resistance lines, but I obviously didn't draw this one. So we'll mark this red. Major resistance level here. I guess it doesn't even matter because it's pulled back so much. Like by the time it even recovers this move, it probably won't. I don't know what else would even be worth it though. I don't know what else could even do it for us today because I mean VERU sold off way too much at this point. SIDU, same thing. Like I don't even know what could come up. Vivi's been done. EPOW, let's hit the scans. QNRX. This doesn't look so bad actually. We'll try this one. This one, let me see, it's not a big mover, so we could take a starter. I could take it around 91. Where's the bid here? And bid hit 91 there for a second. The ask isn't moving lower though. Hit 93 for a second. I could have taken it at 93. I just didn't feel like taking it at 93. Guess we'll wait and see what it's gonna do. See if I can get a micro pullback here. Nope. So false break now down below 4 again. Back above. Back below. This one's too choppy. I don't think I like this one either. Should have taken my starter at 93 when it was there. That quick second. Okay, so this one I wanted to sideways consolidate a little more, set up a little more, kind of form. This is, I mean, if you look at it that way, you can say this is a cup, and we need the handle for another rip on this 5-minute. If this 5-minute breaks this high right here, I'm not gonna trade this stock. Stock's done for me. Let's see if it wants to do it. High here is 06. It needs to pull back. I don't want to break out here. 405. Back down to 96, so we're gonna break the low of 96. So finishing low here. Let's see if it breaks 96. I guess I'm a little too aggressive today. Gave back all my month's profit pretty much in that one, or in these several trades here, because obviously it doesn't look like I'm gonna make it back. VERU's just, Jesus man, VERU sold up so bad. Yeah, same thing, Jesus. Seems like the only long opportunities that we have today are on the bottom. I'm not too surprised about this sell-off either, just from the choppiness it had up there, but we'll see. I mean, it's recovering right here. If this can hold up around 96, then sure, I might take an entry here, VWAP. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna trade this one. This one's way too choppy. It's not even worth trying to make money back on that one. EPOW looks better. Probably has better price action too, if I'm being honest. There's a break of 4, back down below 4. See if it can pop up to VWAP or if this is a bear flag pullback. SIDU, let's go back to this one. So, man, I need to work on my stops. Like, I keep giving it too much time when obviously it's like against me. It's too bad none of these are easy to borrow though. I would have shorted a lot of these. I would have shorted VERU right here. Like that would have been the best place to short it. Because it just tanked below VWAP held and then I could have just got in here. Probably would have sold it right here, I'm assuming. Would have missed this entire ride down, I think. And that's kind of the only trade I would have taken on VERU, if I'm being honest. BIAF would have got in here on this pullback most likely somewhere. Just because obviously it couldn't hold these levels. It rejected on me massively. So it only made sense that it was going to pull back. So bear flag here and then a push lower. That would have been a huge move there. I'm basically down to 620, 630. 70-cent move in that one candle. But again, not easy to borrow. So that's too bad. Now I don't know what else to trade. Task. INM. Choppy. Huge spreads. Light on volume as well. Let's go back to QNRX. What's this doing? I mean, SIDU is trying to curl back up here, it looks like, but I don't know how much I trust it down here. 10-minute MACD still hasn't crossed yet. 5 minutes currently crossing, so it's probably just a pullback. Let's see. This one does not look bad here though, if I'm being honest. It's 10-minute MACD, looks like it can cross. It is kind of breaking lower here, so here's VWAP and it is kind of forming this downtrend. Oh my god. So I guess we'll see what this wants to do. It has to break out above that triangle level. That's what's kind of forming here. Maybe it'll do it here pretty soon, but if anything, it might just do it on the next 5 minute. Which I hope is not gonna do it on the next 10 minute. That would suck. I'll take a starter there at 92 for the break through 15. 1501. Can we get a higher break than 1501? I'll continue to hold. I'm still in at 92. As long as it doesn't reject me massively, I think it should be fine. Well, now we're back down to 92. So now I'm not excited for his rejection already. I'll wait on it. We'll see what this wants to do. I guess view up would be my stop. Double bottom there. So as long as this doesn't break below the I guess 1493 level, like where I'm pretty much in at. As long as it doesn't break that low and continue holding below that level, I think we should be fine. We already broke a 5 minute and 10 minute high. That's the only downside. That's where I'm a little nervous, but I still think this has breakout potential here. I would love to see it finish higher than 91 though. So finished red. Volume's decreasing. I'm getting a little nervous here. I should probably stop out. It's 85. See if we break 85. If we do, it's going to be a big flush, I think. We'll find out here pretty soon. 89. So triple bottom there. I would love to see this pop up higher. If we can break this high, 97, that'd be perfect. But let's see if we can even double top there. This is 92. Can we hit 93? 96, there it is. Can we pop up to 97? Break through that 97 level. It is kind of flagging here on its 1 minute. Basically a really small flag, similar to this big flag formation that was forming. There's 97. So double top at 97, there's a break, 1 cent break. See if we can break through 15 once more. Rip through 15, break 1501. 15, there it is, 1504. We see 05, there it is. Ah, dude, I'm asking for too much. Sold all that for a break-even trade. So, I mean, that's what we're seeing today. That's so annoying. You're seeing a breakout and then a false break on pretty much everything. So, VERU, let's see, VERU. I bought in for a scalp, rejected on me. Bought in for a second scalp, was looking pretty good after it popped up, after rejecting. And then added to my scalp trade, broke by like 1 cent, rejected, sold for a massive loss. And then it popped all the way back up. QNRX. This one's hitting the scans, popping here, but I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to do now that it's broken its 5 minute high. I don't really trust it now. Jesus, man. All that for a break-even trade. That pisses me off. I could have sold for profit at any point, but I was given it a little more time. I thought it could really go, but I guess I was completely wrong. I'm not taking profit while I can, and then I'm also giving the stocks too much time. So today is a day which we gotta take profits quick, I guess, but I'm realizing so late. This one just got halted going up. Let's see, QNRX, keep an eye on this one, I guess. Had a massive rip there. Support's around, I don't know, 407, 406, I guess. If not, it's gonna be here at 414. So it looks like it's there at 414. Crazy how now we're seeing these massive pushes on this stock. Before it wasn't the case. So today's a really annoying day, really choppy day. So you're getting all these breakouts and then you're getting rejections like left and right. It's hard to say which stock is the one to trust. There's not really any to trust today. You just got to take profits quick, but finding that right profit target is a little difficult, I guess. I don't want to get in for 5-cent scalps. Like, it's not worth it to me. Could buy the dip here. So we're back in the teens, but I wanted to get a little better entry. It's just the ask didn't move that much. It went to 16 there, I think. It's hard for me to want to buy it there at the 18 level because it keeps breaking it and then coming back up. It's too choppy of a stock. 5 minutes of doji now. They really think that this can come all the way back up. I don't know. After how many rejections happened to me today already, and knowing how low this is finishing, it's finishing red. I don't really know. Time to get in was on the candle prior. If it can hold 412, I mean, that'd be great, but we'll see. Broke 412 there. So back to 9. This one's too too choppy. 5 minutes of doji now, rejection basically. So I'm not interested in this one. It had its time to prove itself there. It couldn't do it. So Jesus, man, everything's just done. Today's a massive red day. That's completely on me too. So ISEE again. Sheesh. That's funny too, because I kind of know yesterday was a no trade day, and I decided to get a little aggressive today. Like, what can I even do, man? That sucks. QNRX back up again. Massive recovery, so surprising me left and right. I just don't like how choppy it is. I see. Next 10 minutes gonna open here. I'll keep ISEE on watch and we'll have a profit target of 30. But I don't know. I'm a little annoyed with this one too. Support on this one would be, I'm assuming, at 1494. So if we can get the break of 15 here, I can take an entry at 1494 and then add into it around 05. So there's 97. I can break a little lower here, not quite. The 8s. Break 98, hit 94. Closing down on 98 here. Needs to break 98 though. Is taking a starter here, I guess. I mean, the ask wasn't gonna move anymore, of what I'm assuming, but I guess I'm wrong here because now it's pulling back a little too much. I'm gonna hold a starter here in this level. If it breaks 91, If it breaks 90 in general, because the low of this candle is what, 89. So if it breaks that in general, I'm pretty much out. Showing 07 there for some reason. Wasn't even close. So might have gotten in a little too early. We'll find out here pretty soon. We need it back above 15 for sure. So that's 15. Can we see 1501? There it is. Add here at 1502. Put my average around, I don't know what. Oh, I guess I added at 15. So now my average is 97. 97 with 1,000 shares. We're going to go for that 1530 target. See if we can get that as 1511. Should sell it here at 1511. Just because that's a resistance level already. I do want to see it break its 10-minute high here though. 10-minute high is 13 at least. So if I can see that 13 break, I'll just sell it at 13. Want to see more green here. Again, my average is 97. So anything above 15, I should be profitable. Like right now, it's 60 bucks. Let's see, can we get the break of 13 here? 7, can we see 8, 9? It's 9, 10, break of 10, 11. We'll wait it out. Let's still keep waiting. It's gonna be a quick break of 11 though, and then I'm pretty sure a flush. Just judging by how it's already rejecting the way it is here, I'm assuming it's just gonna be a flush. And the way it's finishing low, I don't like that. I want to see it finish green, but 7 again. Can we finally get a push here? Jesus, it's gonna be a rejection on me. I already know it. We'll give it some time. 1502. I want to see it hold 15, but I might just have to take a fat L here. 15. So 05. So held 15. That's good. Can we see it break through 5? There it is. 6. I swear if I sell this for another break even trade, I'm gonna be pissed. 06 again. Back down. 15. Looks like it's gonna break 15 here. So broke 15. Nah, I'm asking for too much. I'm gonna sell it here at 99. Watch me not get filled. Stopping out. Break even. Actually a small loss, so not a single win today. I've had many opportunities to sell my winners, such as right here. I could have sold it at, I don't know, what, 10? Maybe if I got filled, really it would have been 08. Could have sold it there for small winner. Could have sold it anywhere else for small winner. Should have sold it up here just because of it's double top. But I was really wanting to get that break at 13. This one is easy to borrow though. So this is the first short I can probably start taking on a stock. I think I will take it. I should have taken it there at 15. I'll take a little starter on a short position. I don't want to take it here at 91. It's too low for me. I want to take it closer to 15 if I can. Taking a starter there. Everybody's stacked at 93 for a second, so we're taking a 500 share starter. All of a sudden, it decides, let's pop. That's hilarious. So broke its 5-minute low, and now it's wanting to pop. That's cool. So double bottom. Now we're hitting. Gonna stop out here, I guess. Man, this sucks so insane. That was an easy breezy break of 15 there. Trying to stop out here. Obviously, just not getting filled, so I'm gonna hit the top there. Watch that be the top and a rejection. Man, what a recovery. This one today we're down 500, so I'm surprised we're only down 500. I actually thought we were gonna be down a lot more. I thought we were looking at 700 right now. But Jesus, just every single move I'm making is just it's like obviously the wrong move. I don't even know what to say. Jesus, man. VERU done. HNST done. SIDU done. BIAF done. BIVI gone. ATXG potential recovery maybe, but even then I'm not feeling this one. Like there's literally nothing besides QNRX. This is the only thing hitting the scans at this point. Halted going up, decent resumption, I guess. I didn't even know it got halted up because it didn't hit my scans once, so that's cool. If only I knew though. That'd have been cool. So we'll keep this one on watch. I do like that it's holding this level here. Could take an entry for the break of 5, but I'll wait for a small micro pullback here, back down to 80. If I can get the ask to move to 80, we'll take a 1,000 share starter. $84 there, but a quick immediate pop to 92. That sucks. It's already getting choppy up here. It doesn't want to break 5. $480 would be the, I guess, an entry point I could take. But if it comes down that low on this candle, it could just break it. Shit. My God, man. Okay. They're gonna start at 96. Jeez, that's the worst idea I ever had. Oh my God. That's absolutely the worst idea I've had. Why would I take a starter after a massive rejection like that? I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm gonna stop out again for another $100 loss on that one. I don't know what I was even thinking there. And that's because I even told myself 480 would be the starter. I mean, look at, I would be up 13 cents right now if I took it at 480. For some reason, I decided let me get in at 96 in the middle of a rejection. So now I'm getting sloppy. Now I'm literally just trading just to trade. I mean, I kind of said that earlier that I was going to be trading just to trade. So, oh well, I mean, I'm taking loss after loss here, trying to make it back clearly. Just today where I started messing up like a lot. Really, I would have been done when I said I was gonna be done after VERU. That would have put me out for the day at 250. So realistically, that would have stopped me out for the day, and that would have been it. But I mean, obviously, I'm still trading here, like getting the point. And I don't want to not count this because I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna count it 630 of a loss. I'm just making it bigger. Literally gave back the entire month already. Now I'm for sure red on the month, but it's days like this in which I'm really costing myself. So yeah, it's cool. I'm making money. Like I'm being consistent, relatively consistent at least. $100 here, 50 bucks there, 70 bucks here, whatever. Obviously I'm not making enough green, but I'm consistently having these big losers now. So I'll have a green streak and then massive losses. Maybe today's different, but then again, Obviously, I just didn't adjust to this market. This is just so choppy, and I should have known better than to overtrade and keep trading. But everything's just selling off. Today's such a trash day. I'm so surprised by today, if I'm being honest. Just the way that everything's rejecting the way it is. In the beginning here, I mean, it was so choppy, and I sold for 2 back-to-back losses there for a total of 250. And then BIAF, I mean, forget this one. I could have sold for profit. I should have sold for profit. It was kind of stupid that I didn't. I was in at 52, hit a high of 75 there, 78, and I didn't sell anywhere there. I could have sold 70 even. That would have been fine, 20 cents. But instead, I decided, let this turn on me and take a massive loss with it. So I ended up selling for about a 25-cent loss there. And now look at me. I'm red 135 on that stock. ISEE, another one. ISEE just chop city. So this one added, and then sold for a loss. I could have sold anywhere here for profit. Instead, I decided, let me keep holding for a loss. I decided to get short on it because I was at this point revenge trading. Let me short it. So shorted it, boom, immediately spikes on me, has a massive rip. So we'll go ahead and take a short entry here. I don't even know where I'm in at. 400 shares at 15.10. We'll take a small start at 15.10. We're gonna look for that break of 15.06 there. See if that big seller can move. If not, if they can't move, I'll take another starter. I'll add into my position. So I'll add into my position there. Added a bigger share size. Oh, it's 1,000 shares. Jeez, I didn't know that. Okay, I did not know that. I thought that was a 750. So I just basically doubled down at 15.10. I thought I was at 15 some other level. I don't know. So practically double down there. I think this is towards the short side. The only way that this can get long again, I would imagine, is if it breaks 15.15 and then surges and holds its highs above 15.21. Other than that, I think 15.06, once that level breaks, will hit us another wall at 15. But I think we should be good once we break 15.06. So there's a break. Can we get to 15 though? 15 could be a target in which I should sell. We'll see if it breaks 15 here. Bottom there at 15. Next 1 minute's gonna open. We could go for a 5 or 10 minute low here, but maybe that's just gonna be too much I'm asking for. A little pop here. Just giving it some time to work itself out. If it just comes all the way back up and has such a massive recovery, then obviously I have to stop out. Break at 15 there, 98. See this continued down below 15 into the 90s. Still in there, 97. It's not wanting to do it. So I don't want to ask for too much. It's already hitting 95, which is a support line here. So I'm not going to ask for way too much on this. I got profit on it, so why not? I wanted to go for a 5 minute low, which would also have been the 10-minute low here, I guess, of 87. And I guess I would have gotten it here. I mean, it's 88, double bottom. So I guess I should have gone for that. There's the break, 2-cent break. Hit view up there, major support. So, oh well. At least I turned that trade green. I mean, saw a short opportunity, decided to capitalize on it, gave it time. Gave it a lot of time too. Finally got the break of 15, what I was looking for, but I sold a little early on myself there. Should have gone for the 5 minute low break, like I mentioned, 5 or 10 minute low. And now look at it, it's all the way back down. A low view up here for a little bit. Let's see, QNRX and still sideways. Flagging here on its 5 minute. Really depends. If this one can hold its 90 level, then it should look good for a push back up to 520. Keep an eye on it. It's completely sideways at the moment, though. Could take a small starter, but I'm gonna wait. You have a huge wall of sellers there. VERU. BIAF finally recovering. So we're finally seeing one of these stocks recover. But my question is, can it even hold? Are we going to see this thing hold and continue holding, or is this just going to be a massive rejection? I don't have a massive loss on this one. The biggest loss I have has to be on VERU, so my very first trades. A little too much trading there, so I'm basically down 150 per stock. So I'm going to count it as. But with VERU, I mean, that's just too much of a loss. I just got too aggressive on VERU and it was just too choppy. But again, each of the other ones, BIAF and I think QNRX, were just single trades, and those were, well, I know BIAF for sure was a single trade, and that was just a massive loss in one go. But QNRX was also, yeah, just a one trade move here, 1,000 shares. Sold for over a 10-cent loss, 12-cent loss there. So I like that it's flagging here, but I don't like that it's coming back lower. So we'll take a starter. We'll take a, let's see. Take a start at 91 here. That's where I guess that's where I'll start. It's 91. Looking for this to get back above 5. So obviously if it just breaks this low here, low is 82, then I'm just gonna stop out. 87. Finished pretty low there. Stopping out. So took another loss there. Once I'd seen that it was breaking its low and now it's going on a downtrend, I just think this is just going to break its 5-minute low at this point. It just can't hold and break above 5. It's just not holding. It's not wanting to do it. So, oh well, this stock's done for me. I don't care about it anymore. INM. Wow, look at that one. Choppy though. Spreads are huge. This is not worth a stab. TLF. Halted again. Down. EPOW. Oh my gosh. EPOW. I can't type today, I guess. QNRX. Oh, I was just looking at this one, jeez. SADU. Which one was I just watching? ATXG? There was one that was recovering. Was BIAF? Yeah, BIAF. Okay, cool. We'll watch BIAF. I don't think it's going to do it, though. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's going to do it. I think it's just going to reject here at VWAP. After such a massive decline and all its red volume, knowing that the volume's kind of dead at this point out here, way far out, like for this one to actually recover, it has to get a huge surge. I would really like just to see it finish above 720. That'd be great, but I don't know if I should give it that chance. Yeah, it's coming all the way back down. There's 20-cent spread there, all the way back down to 630. So low there of 630, not worth it. So this one's done for me too, I guess. QNRX. I said I was done with this one, so we're done with that one. VERU, just Jesus. it sucks. The only one that's worth shorting is ISEE, and I could have taken a short opportunity right there. Jesus, did not see that. Profit target at this point would be 1460, I guess. See how much it recovers here, if it does. So really choppy and slow day today. Not worth it. I shouldn't even try to take a short on it. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm asking for too much, trying to make back this massive loss here. I'm just making it worse. There's literally nothing else like hitting the scans. It should just be practically a no trade day today. I'm just giving everything so much time. There's nothing else in the scans at the VBUI. And swim. Swim doesn't look so bad, but it's just, Jesus, the volume's done. QNRX. MCRB. It's still halted. Jesus. Halted over 20 minutes ago. Basically, well, like basically 30 minutes ago. So that's pretty crazy. Man. So QNRX is popping back up here. Gonna take a long at 80 because that is where support's at pretty much, but we could just take it to try it. And then just hold for the push back up towards 5 once more. We'll take a starter here, I guess, at, well, I don't even know where I'm in at now, 82. We'll look for the break, but I'm not giving too much, I don't have too much faith in this one. I would like for it to push back up towards 5, but massive wall there at 4, 84 already. Broke through, okay. 88, 89, see if we get this back to 5. 4 now. Surprised. 93, can we actually push towards 5 though? Should I even continue holding is what I'm wondering. A massive wall there at 97. So we're coming back down now. Hard to say. All this green coming through. It's still holding the 90s, so it could still keep holding. Can we see 93? There it is. Breakthrough 93. See if we can get a push towards 5 on this candle. It's 93. 94 double top there. It has to rip through 94. If it can't do it, I have to sell it. I should have sold it there. Back to 93 for a second. Can we get the push to 92? So they're stacking now. So let's see if we can bust through that level one more time. Should I even give it this time? Looking at the 10 minute, the 10 minute looks pretty good. 5 minute doesn't look so good though. I really gotta ask myself, should I even keep holding? It's rejected I don't know how many times off that 94 level. So rejection there, but then a quick push of green back to 90 now, or 88 at least. Finishing low there on this 1 minute, so I probably should just get rid of it now. So we're getting a 2 candle pullback here. If it continues retracing its move, then I'm just gonna have to stop out. The low is 80 here. If it continues to break lower than 80, then that's kind of a wrap for me. Taking a loss there, 78. Sold it for a loss. Another time in which I could have sold for profit at 92, 94, really 92, but I thought I could at least get this to push towards 5 since 5 is a resistance level. I guess I just gave it too much time. So I've said that I don't know how many times here in this stream already. 80 was a support line, but broke 80. Now it's popping all the way back up. So now I'm just kind of like, what do you want to do? See if I can get in again around 80. We'll see. It's going to be the next 10 minute, I believe. So that should have been my entry there in the 70s. That's okay. We'll take a starter again here if it can come back down to lower 80s. 83 on the bid, 84. I could take a start at 84, but taking it there, 78. So we're in at 78, looking for this to pop all the way back up towards its highs here is 87. Can we get the break into the 90s? Gotta check on this 5 minute. Well, I should probably just get rid of it. 94 is the high. I want to see it back up there, but just I didn't look at the 5 minute. That's completely my fault. So let me double check that I'm in at 78. Yeah, I'm in at 78. So looking for the break. Back down to 78, 77, broke its low. Still support at 77 here. And up, okay. I'm getting rid of it. Another loss. So loss after loss after loss today. One winner today. One winning trade. That's all I've had. There's back-to-back losers on this one. Just, well, not even on this stock in general, just losers in general today. The momentum for scout, even on the bottom, like I'm having success on the bottom, but I'm not selling in the right places. Like I'm selling, I'm letting it ride too long and not selling it. That's my problem. Like here, I should have sold it here on that quick pop to 85. I could have sold at 84 off that little thing, but it was just too little of a scalp for me. So I gave it a little more time. Next thing you know, it's rejecting. I had to stop out with a loss. So break even trade there. Here I asked for way too much. So 78 hit 95. Was looking for the touch of 5 at least, a little higher than 95, and then boom, I sell for a loss. So I'm green. The dips are working. It's just I'm not selling where I need to sell. Where else? That's on QNRX. VERU just completely dog shit. I mean, this one I just got crapped on immediately, so that doesn't even matter. BIAF, also another scalp. It worked. I just didn't sell. So this one worked perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with this scalp. It's just I didn't take profits while I could. I really thought this one had a lot more potential, and I thought the rip was going to be a lot higher than it was. So that was completely on me for not, taking that profit while I could. And then we got ISEE. So ISEE, I mean, I didn't buy a dip on it, I don't think. I was going for a scalp. Again, didn't take profit. And then sold practically break even because I really wanted this thing to break out and touch at least 15.15. Didn't get that. Instead, I sold for like a break even trade. This one I added into my position, and then it didn't go high enough. I thought it was going to go to 15.15 again, or at least break this high here, 15.13, asking for a little too much. Sold for a loss on that one. So then I decided to flip short, and immediately, boom, it rips on me. Like, what? So I missed the whole rip there too. This one I got short, cool, but I don't know. Tough day today. Even though it shouldn't have been. I'm really just costing myself here. And it also frustrates me a lot knowing that none of these are easy to borrow, so I can't just short it. ATXG, you get ones like this at halt, like out of nowhere. Don't even hit my scans until they're done. And now I'm here just watching on the sidelines. And I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be choppy too. I would imagine this one's just gonna be as choppy as all the other ones. We'll see. I'll trade it. At this point, I mean, I know like I should have been done a long time ago. I mean, technically I am. I'm literally just trading to see what's working, trading to see, well, trading to get more experience just in general with this current market that we're in. I've been doing fine. I would say like keeping my losses relatively small and all that, but then you have days like today where I just can't do it. For some reason, I just can't understand, hey, you're losing a lot here. Instead of stepping your share size up, you should be stepping down. So now I'm just getting this emotional factor in here. And that's a big problem that I'm having. That's why I don't want to swap live yet, because I need to get that under control, and I need to have my loss like set. I need to have it, strict on myself. I'm giving some stocks too much time instead of just selling when I know I should be selling for a loss. So I gotta work on that for sure. And obviously, if I'm taking too much of a loss like I did on VERU, step down the share size. That would be an obvious one. 2 losers back to back, massive losses too. Should be taking a smaller share size. Instead, I'm taking even larger share sizes to make it back. So you might as well just take a small loss. 150 is my max loss. Like I should have been done, like I said in the beginning with VERU, but instead I kept trading just to get more experience in, but also just to see what's going on in this market, what's working, what's not working. So far, it seems the best move to make is buying the dips or shorting the stock. So shorting worked out perfectly. I made all my money back on ISEE, but I don't know. I see a lot more potential shorting on, for example, BIAF, such as this triangle here, this bear flag here, this wedge, I guess. And then you have another one like VERU. This one was an obvious one too. Right here at VWAP, right when it rejected. I mean, you could have just held this whole way, but I probably would have sold somewhere up here. So that was an obvious one. But man, this one retraces moves so bad. Terrible stock. I actually thought this one had the most potential of all the opening stocks that we had on watch today, but this one I just got completely trashed on, like immediately. Chop City. So ATXG will keep this one on watch for resumption. See what this wants to do. It's gonna resume here in about another 2 minutes. Okay, so looks like that's gonna be a 10-minute halt, I guess. Did not resume here yet. So, man. Okay, that's hilarious. Something like this hits my stock scanner, but then you get things halting up like ATXG didn't hit it once. So BIAF rejected VWAP here, pulled back again, rejected. Now it's popping back up and it's rejecting its second time. So 2 times in a row it could not hold up. It's having a slow climb back towards VWAP, but I mean it's finishing in a doji. So I don't really have much confidence in this one either. If this one somehow does recover and come back to 720, I'm not giving it a whole lot of faith just because, I mean, this one, Jesus, man. Those massive rejections in the morning were just not it. This was finishing pretty high. I do think ATXG can do something. It possibly can because this is a former runner, I guess, in a way. Even though most of this move was pre-market, I think. I think it was this one, if not it was HKD. But either way, I mean, it has made moves, I guess, and we had this one on watch some days ago. It's just, I don't know how much I really trust this one. Just based on all the price action today, everything looks like it's just gonna sell. So ATXG, I would imagine this is just gonna false break and then break down below VWAP here. We do have support around 550, I guess, if it does break lower, but I want to give this one a chance This is the only one that had a good amount of volume at open that was on the watch list. That did get halted going up. The other ones that got halted going up, they were not on my watch list besides QNRX, but then they got halted going down. Oh no, I got halted going up. Okay, let's see. So this one should resume here. I could take a starter right out of the gates, but I want to see it pull back towards VWAP here. I don't want to miss the front end at all, though. And I don't want to get stuck in a dip, and then it just completely rejects on me. But I mean, this one does have a history, literally at the open, of rejecting massively. So we'll see what this wants to do. I don't even know what the spreads are like or anything. Let's see if we get resumption here. So let's see, we got about 5 more seconds. Showing a 6:11 resumption. We can see if it just flashes down. So not quite. 16, 12. Big spread there. See if it comes down. 612 is the low there. $601. I took that so late, and I didn't even want to. I canceled my order right there. But okay, guess I'm in. I'm in at, I don't even know where. 602. So if this can continue holding, then I'll go ahead and add into my position here. Depends. So I'm in at 602. I just need this to hold up. Back to 20. Oh, that gave me a little bit of hope there. Back to 20. See if this can pop back up. It's 30 now. So I do like how it's holding still. It just needs to continue holding. If it completely rejects here, then that's a wrap. $45, that's 55. Adding here at 50. Now my average is really high. Let's see if we can get that push through 50. Added at the very top. Jesus. Looking for that push through 50 for a rip to its halt level of 80. A little aggressive on my end here. My average is about 30 now. Back to 50 there. It's 55 again. We need to see that break of 55. There it is. 64. I'm selling it there. I'm getting rid of it at 55. Well, I just realized what I just did. Man. That's so stupid. Man, I just realized what I did. So 600 shares sold at 55, and as soon as I sold, I knew it. As soon as I didn't look at the time. As soon as I sold it, I had just seen that it opened there. I was like, bro. So I freaked myself out there. I forgot to add way lower than I should have. I was gonna add in the 20s, but instead I added literally at the top, and that's what ruined my trade right here. I could have held for the break of that 1 minute high, and I would have been focused on the next 1 minute open for that potential rip to its halt level at 680. But I freaked myself out by adding all the way up here at literally the top. I added so late on that, and it was so slow, such a terrible ad, that my average was all the way at 630. I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to cut this really quick. So knowing that it didn't break out right there in its first attempt, I was like, nah, I gotta get rid of it. And then I'd seen the next 1 minute open. As soon as I seen it open, I mean, obviously I sold. I was like, no. So I was already like I completely missed that. Whatever. I mean, I bought the dip there right at my support line. I bought it right where I pretty much wanted to. So good fill, great fill. Just sheesh. What a massive mess up of a trade right there. I completely added at the worst spot possible, and it barely even broke out, and I barely sold above it. I don't even know where I sold. I think it was 2 cents above my ad. So terrible ad, and I knew it too. As soon as I bought it, I was like, oh god, I bought I bought it at the worst place possible. So whatever. Profit. I mean, we made money on that one. I guess that was a good trade. The dips are working, as I mentioned, and I was asking for a lot on this one, and I ended up getting it, but I asked for too much by adding at where I added. That was just I should have added back here in the 20s, like I had thought in the first like I thought initially, but instead I decided, let me keep holding here at 6, or let me just buy in on a rip. So I thought I was just gonna once I seen the halt level, I thought I was just gonna surge right into it, but then we had that huge wall at 53, and I was like, oh no. So I added at 53, and then boom, it comes all the way back down to 620. So I was like, shoot. Either way though, next 1 minute open, and it surged up there. There was a good amount of profit. Not a double top quite. 94 was the high. This one was 88, so almost a double top, but whatever. So that's kind of, I guess that's gonna be it. We're gonna take a $410 loss. I mean, at least I made some of it back. It's better than nothing. I don't even know how much of a move that was. How much ATXG? So I got it at 602, and then I sold it at, so I was basically like $150 move there, somewhere around there. So down from 630, I think, or somewhere around there, to now 410. I wish like I said, I wish I would have capitalized on that better. Taking maybe a little larger of a share size, but nah, just didn't work out. So, oh well, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I will see you all tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow's Thursday, so yeah, I might not go out of town just because of the sickness. So if I don't happen to go out of town, then I'll also see you on Friday. But as of right now, we definitely got to make back this loss. This is a $410 loss, especially since we're not counting yesterday as one. What is it called? Counting yesterday as a trade day. Sheesh! I wish I would have counted it. Now that I think about it. Like I said, I didn't want to count it because I was so sluggish. I woke up late. I've woke up late before, and I've also lost and made money when I woke up late. I was sick, but I was sleeping in the middle of my trades. I wasn't so focused. I wasn't so zoned in. And normally, if I'm sick like that, I probably wouldn't be trading. So I mean, I should be trading the sim as a real thing, and not just taking these breaks. But the reason why I just show up and still trade, like today, for example, it should have been done after my trades on VERU. Once I was down 250, that should have been a wrap. And I mean, that's realistically how I'm going to treat the actual account. Obviously, it was way past my stop by $100, but I mean, that's how I would treat the real account. The reason I don't do it is because I feel I need to capitalize on taking the opportunities while they're there to see what's working, see what's actually going on, and see, you know, where I can potentially make money. And that's why I get a little more sloppy on my trades. That's where I just start taking whatever, because I'm trying to test and see if I take this just on impulse, if I take something here, like this is the direction I think it's gonna head. Am I making the right decision? Is this going in my favor? You know, what's happening with this trade? So that way I can go back and review more. Then obviously it looks like I'm making huge mistakes here, which I kind of am, if I'm being honest, making a lot of mistakes. But at the same time, this is just more info for me to review, uh, you know, come the end of the day. So I also get that emotional sensation of, hey, I'm taking this, and if it's profitable, great. If it's not, then you know it sucks, and I get frustrated, and I start getting even sloppier. But I also deal with that real emotion compared to me saying, okay, I'm long here and not take the trade, or I'm short here and not take the trade. I feel like I have to put it into action. I know some time ago, some of y'all in the comments had mentioned, instead of faking it like that, just actually take it. So that's why I'm just taking it now, because if I think it's gonna make some move, or if I have reason to believe just on analysis or something, I feel I should be taking that trade, and getting that actual true reaction, getting that true trade feeling, I guess. Even though it's not real money, I still want that confirmation, you know, written down on the data here, on my position summary, pretty much. So QNRX popping back up here, but I think that's it for me today. I'm just gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna call it with a $409 loss. So back to red on the month. Again, I didn't count yesterday just because I wouldn't have traded yesterday. Most likely, I would have just taken it easy. But if I did count yesterday, then it wouldn't be so bad. I'd still be green on the month. But we're gonna go ahead and take this loss. It's just something I have to work on. Again, one of the things I really need to practice on is mitigating my losses. I'm taking too many large size losses, especially with ones like VERU. I'm giving these stocks too much time, and I'm actually just hurting my account by doing so. I want to finish green this month, and I was doing such a good job with small profits here and there, and I want to make sure to capitalize on that and actually put myself green this month and prove to myself I can. Just the rest of this year in general, I want to end up green, and I don't want to end up green by just like 1,000. I would like to end up green by several. So that would be the target. That's what we're going to try and go for. But obviously I can't get there if I don't change my pattern here of just taking these massive losses for no reason. I mean, I'm literally just holding because I'm waiting for a big rip. There's been several times already that I should have sold these positions, like QNRX. Had a great position and didn't sell. It popped up here perfectly. Didn't sell my position when I knew I should have too. I should have just taken the profit while I could have. Because now on QNRX, this is my biggest loss today. So maybe not on a single trade like VERU 220, but biggest loss combined with all the commission, you know, it's 226. Oh, well, actually, no, it's not. Well, now it's an even bigger loss. It wasn't this big before. So, I mean, VERU is still my biggest loss, but whatever. So I really need to capitalize on that and learn to take smaller losses, especially after the large green streak like I've been having, because I think that also contributes to it in a way. The green streaks, you know, I'm letting them ride a little bit, or I'm giving them a little more time, and they just work out sometimes. So I think because I'm letting it happen, when they reject on me, I'm like, oh, well, I can expect a pop or a little bounce, right? And then the bounce never comes, so for an even bigger loss. Another thing I should have done, which I was about to say this in the beginning of the stream, was sell half. I was going to consider even selling half today, just selling part of my position. But with me selling half, I feel like it should have been on something like ATXG. You know, this would have been something I should have sold half on. Like, okay, I'm down here, could have sold half here at 650 when I'd seen that it wasn't breaking out, and then before that huge rip on this next 1 minute, add again at 650, get in, and then get that rip to 675, sell at 675. That would have been the move to make. Whether it would have been more profitable, I'm not sure, but that seems like it would have been the smarter choice, because where I added was just terrible. Where I added should have been sell half. Then on this next 1 minute open should have been let me add again, and then boom, get it on that rip. So that's something I need to work on here. Selling half. I could have, like, even then I could have taken 1,000 shares here. I wouldn't have, because of the spreads, all that stuff, the choppiness. If anything, max, I would have taken 500. 500, sell half, 250, buy another 500, 750, boom, sell right here for a 25-cent gain on 750 shares. I mean, that's, dude, that's enough. Like, that's profitable. I'm good. I should be clean. But selling half, I feel like I do need a massive move to sell half on, and compared to, oh, let me just get an 8-cent scalp here and then sell half, and then it just rips another 30 or something. Or vice versa, sell half at, you know, an 8-cent profit target, and then it drops on me 30 cents. And it's like, okay, well, now it's just like, what's the point? So I gotta fix my stop loss for sure. I would mitigating my losses is the most crucial one, and that's the only reason I'm having these huge ass red days. Obviously my position starter areas and stuff aren't the best, especially like ones like this where I'm adding into this high. But at the same time, I would definitely have to blame myself for not having that stop loss set, and, you know, actually respecting my own mental stops. So that's the one thing I really need to work on, and I think that's what we're going to go back and review. So anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hope everyone had a green day today, or have, you know, had decent trades. It's been pretty choppy, but work with what you can. So anyways, I'll see you all then for some more trades.